Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Week 2 of the Winter 2014-2015 season, and of course it entails the 0-1 teams going at it. Both teams fighting for their first win of the season, and it should be an interesting matchup, to say the least. I'm Angelo Pontello, bringing you all the live action and coverage here at the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon, Florida. And again, not exactly sure what we're going to be entailing today, but between a Gray Wolf team that has been struggling last week and couldn't get the ball rolling into a Red Army team that has got surprisingly upset by the Yellow Jackets 5-1 last time, or correction, 4-1. We'll see how both of these teams held out. And of course, joining me in the booth, my co-partner Andy Townsend. Andy, what can you say about this game other than the fact that both of these teams are fighting for a first win? Yeah, and of course, Angelo, you have to look at the both sides here. You know, for Red Army, for one thing, you have a player who's supposed to be playing in a 5-star position in Brad Hallett. And I think that's putting a little bit too much power on that part. You're putting a little too much pressure on him to carry that role. Coming off of an injury, and you're expecting him to somehow contribute well, it's just not fair to him, and it's not fair for the Red Army to try to put Brad Hallett in those big positions. But you just have to let him do his thing, kind of get him back in his mojo, and hopefully by the mid-season he'll be able to really show us what he's capable of. And of course, Angelo Pontello it goes without saying, you know, he has to step up for himself, and especially from last week. Oh yeah, definitely, and last week too against Neil Armstrong's squad. He definitely had a lot of opportunities, but we saw him passing around the puck to all of his players, and that definitely cost him a lot of opportunities to somehow maybe get in the game with the Yellow Jackets and possibly keep it a close-scoring game. And just quickly over on the Gray Wolf side, some of the players you got to watch out for. Again, you got John Spartacino, John Mudra, Mark Creighton, of course, and of course Creighton you have to definitely watch out. Oh yes, he's the key man you definitely have to shut down if you are going up against the Gray Wolf squad. And of course the Green Hornets, after they single-handedly destroyed the Gray Wolves 10-2 last week, you know, expect Creighton to step up his game a little bit, and for this whole team squad to do their part and fair share. And of course, just a quick note, Jim Becker's still out with his injury. So picking up off the waiver wire is Andrew Hyman. And of course, Hyman's last spot was with the Yellow Jackets. So to see him in a different uniform, we gotta admit, this will be interesting to see if he can shake off the dust webs on the over 50 hockey career. Oh yeah, it's definitely resurrect your over 50 hockey career, have another opportunity to make an impact and a difference. And of course, for the Gray Wolves, it will definitely be interesting to see how this man could fare out. This strong, powerful man. You know, Andrew Hyman, definitely, it's been a while since we've seen him back on the ice, so that'll be a real treat to see how he fares out against this Red Army team. And of course, with that is our pregame report, brought to you by the Power Play Grill, best wings in Tampa, according to radio station 620 WDAE. You should come down where the fellowship hipping of the players, and it all happens after the games. They head on down to the Power Play Grill for some wings and beer. You should come check it out too whenever you're catching around the Ice Sports Forum. Power Play Grill, best wings in Tampa. Don't go away. We will be right back for the Red Army versus the Gray Wolves game. You're watching Over 50 Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. And we are just a few moments away from face-off. Looking right now, Andrew Hyman will be the one going up at center. He'll take the face-off against longtime teammate and now our opponent, Rick Nader. For Gray Wolves left wing, Mark Creighton. Right wing, we got Don Coffey, the rookie from Minnesota. And at defenseman, we got John Spartacino and Paul Rockhill. And of course, for the Red Army starting lineup, Rick Nader at center, right wing Tom Finley, left wing Jeff Toller, and your defensemen Guy Roberge and Jeff Quicko. And Spartacino will get the pass up to Creighton. Stopped and intercepted by Roberge as he tries to move the puck up, but it'll be quickly stopped by Spartacino. And he's got some work to do, but he gets stripped loose by Jeff Toller, and now it's back over to Roberge. Roberge will find Quicko on the right side. He'll try to get the puck moving. Pass center ice, gets it off to Finley, and he will dump this one in the Gray Wolf end. And that will give them a chance to regroup. Here comes Don Coffey, and he's going to let this puck go. It's going to go all the way back in the Red Army end. They're going to leave this one going, and of course, Angelo Pontello and Steve Gorman check in at defenseman. Coffey intercepts it. Looking to set up. Bounces off the Nader. This one back over towards Creighton, and this one gets knocked into the Red Army end. Rick Nader trying to move the puck up, gets it off to Pontello. And Angelo Pontello is going to try to move it up. No, he's just going to dump this one out. Rockhill trying to get it out out the other way, finds Mike Jackson. Jackson over the middle, looks for John Mudra. He finds him. Mudra into the Red Army zone, and he's going to let this one loose. Larry Lieber with the puck now, looking to try to move it up, finds Hallett. Hallett trying to make a move around, and he loses control of the puck. And again, you have to, that's one of the key mistakes with Brad Hallett that every team in the over 50 hockey league is seeing right now is the puck possession. He's trying to make some Houdini magic out of it, and you have to realize when you're getting back into the swing of things, you have to focus on controlling the puck first before you have to build the foundation first before you add on any toppings and all that fun stuff. Dominici trying to move the puck up, but it'll be stopped by Pontola. Back over to Sean Ryan, trying to get this one out to John Mudra. Instead, Dominici controls it and is picked off by Brad Hallett. Gets around Mike Falbo. He slips and falls. No call by the drunken referee and his staff. And this was now up to Mike Jackson trying to get this one off to Mudra, but instead it'll go all the way back towards Jeff Quicko. And Quicko was pass stopped and intercepted by Ryan. Grey Wolves trying to make the first points happen. Sean Ryan in the deep stall, looking to set up to Spartacino, knocked away. Of course, right now the defense a little bit confused. Tom Finley trying to get this puck knocked away. He finds Jeff Toller. Off the boards, looks for Finley's, got him. Over center ice, looking to head up into the Grey Wolf zone. Now off to Madalena, and instead this was intercepted by Hyman. Hyman on the right side looking for Coffey. Sets up the shot to Coffey, but it's stopped and saved by Larry Wood with 9:12 to go in the opening period. Face-off, it'll be John Madalena and Andrew Hyman. This one now off towards Roberge, trying to pass it around the other way. Finds Finley, stripped loose by Masherin, and this one's back towards Quicko. Passes it back to Finley. Gets it out of everyone's possession but Paul Rockhill, and he will move this one back into the Red Army territory. Finds Roberge. Trying to get this one intended for Jeff Toller. He's got Toller. Toller gets it around Rockhill and now is trying to get this one to Finley, but just out of his reach. And they're going to let this one go. Here comes Finley looking to set a big opportunity here for the Red Army. Jeff Toller firing the shot, knocked away by Spartacino. Now for the rebound shot is Tom Finley. Finley looking to set up and it gets knocked away by Masher, and here comes Spartacino. Makes a nice move around Angelo Pontello. Sparts finds Don Coffey. Coffey looks to set up, bounces away from Larry Wood, now off to Pontello, and here comes Jeff Toller. No, passes Toller. Gets it back around to foul ball. Got two Red Army players on him, and he's able to get off to Coffey, who will dump it back in the Red Army end. Pontello slowly skating up. 8 minutes to go in the opening period. Finds Nader over center ice. Gets it around Mudra, but not past Dominici, and they will regroup. Sean Ryan gets it around Larry Lieber. Steve Gorman trying to get the pass off to Pontello. Successfully gets it off to Hallett. Makes one move around Jackson, now another room around Dominici's got some daylight on the right side. Fires the shot, and it is saved by Lonnie Herman as Hallett trips and falls. And with that, Red Army set themselves up for an opportunity here to try to go for the go-ahead score. Nader and Ryan on the face-off. Dominici gets it back to Falbo, trying to clear this one out, but it's stopped by Liebler. Now back over to Steve Gorman. Trying to make a play happen, instead he'll dump it back in the Red Army end. Dominici will pick up. This one now back over towards Jackson. Gorman trying to make a play, but instead it's intercepted by Dominici. Gets it off to Mudra. And Mudra's pass just a little bit outreached for Sean Ryan. Now Gorman trying to make a play happen. He slips and falls, and this one gets back over to Liebler. Sets up to Hallett. Over center ice now into the Grey Wolf zone. Can set up to Angelo Pontello on the left side. Looking to finish strong. Gets back. Misses Hallett, and here comes Mudra and the Grey Wolves the other direction. Looking for Mike Jackson, but Pontello quickly comes back, and he will dump this one back in the Grey Wolf zone. John Spartacino picks up on the puck. This will give them a chance to change their line. Spartacino's pass just a little bit out of the reach of Sean Ryan, working off of Guy Roberge. Puck is back, now gets over to Mark Creighton, working off of Tom Finley in the deep slot. Nice one back over to Rockhill. Passes it back to Creighton. Creighton looking for the setup. Double covered by Red Army players, and he has to regroup. Yeah, good job right now for the Red Army defense trying to hold up Creighton. It's not getting the Grey Wolves any job done right now. Quicko trying to move the puck up. Knocked away by Spartacino. Trying to regroup. And here comes Quicko, takes the puck right back into the Grey Wolf zone, and he lost control of it. Spartacino strips it loose. So back over to Jeff Toller. Going up back over to Finley. Finley winds up for the shot. Stopped by Creighton and intercepted. Not quite. Guido Burge saves the day there. A great defensive stop and a near opportunity for the Grey Wolves to capitalize, but Mark Creighton just couldn't get the puck possession back from Burge. And now comes Finley one-on-one. Fires the shot just to the right of Lonnie Herman. Rebound shot, knocked away. Tom Finley and company on a third attempt here for the Red Army. Pontola winds up for the shot, knocked away on the right side. Fourth opportunity here. Steve Gorman trying to get the play back in Red Army possession, but Creighton knocks it away. Pontola trying to work off of Hyman, gets it away from Hyman. And now off the boards, back into the Red Army, or correction, Grey Wolf end, and Dominici will regroup. Pass off the boards intended for Coffey, gets around his reach. And now it's off to Jeff Toller. Stopped and intercepted by Creighton, trying to move it up to Coffey. Instead, this one gets back over to Pontello. Pontello off the board, struggling to look for some teammates, and here comes Liebler. Looks for a wide open Brad Hallett, and he could have it first opportunity here. Takes the shot, and it's in! Brad Hallett's first career over 50 hockey goal right off of Lonnie Herman with 4:51 to go, and the Red Army take a 1-0 lead. Are we ready to say Brad Hallett's back in business yet, Andy? Not quite, I don't quite agree yet, but that was a nice shot there. He got himself in the right position at the right time, and the Grey Wolves did not know what was going on. You know, you have Dominici and Mike Falbo there back at defense, and no one was sitting there covering Hallett when he was open in the middle, and that's, of course, a downfall and a weakness for the Grey Wolves that the Red Army knew they were going to be able to capitalize on. But this is what happens when none of the defenders stay back. And that's what's going to have this Red Army win this game if they continue to take advantage of the poor defensive setup. And here comes Brad Hallett again, but Lonnie Herman clearly out of the crease, trying to get the pass off the foul ball. He does. Now from Sean Ryan back over to Mike Jackson. Grey Wolves now in a hole, looking to try to equalize. Stripped loose by Liebler, now back over to Mudra. And this one kicked and moved up towards Quicko, now back over to Madalena. And Madalena will clear this one out in the Grey Wolf end. Spartacino regroups. Larry Wood gets this one knocked away, feeds it off to Guido Burge, looking to set up to Madalena. No, intercepted by Rockdale, now back over to Liebler. And Mudra will strip the puck loose from Larry Liebler. Gets this one off the boards, now intended for Jackson. And this one goes back in the Red Army end. Steve Gorman there to get this one moved up to Pontello. Rockhill trying to get the pass off to Spartacino. Knocked away by Brad Hallett. Gorman now back over to Pontello. Sets up to Nader. Looking for Brad Hallett's got him. Had to do a little bit of a back reach to get the puck, but nevertheless he gets in. He's up to center ice. Trying to move around Sean Ryan. And so it'll be taken away back and about by Mike Jackson. Liebler setting up to Pontello. Off to Nader. Looking for Jeff Fuller, fires the shot just a little out of the reach. Spartacino regroups for the Grey Wolves. Looks to set this one up to Creighton's got him. Creighton with a lot of daylight to work with, working three defenders back off the Red Army. Firing the shot, knocked away by Wood. Finley trying to get this one cleared up, but it's intercepted by Mastering. Looking to set up to Creighton now. He's got Coffey. Finds Falbo with the shot. Now around the deep side is to Don Coffey. Back over to Dominici, looking to set this one up to Mastering. Misfires the shot, and Finley's going to take the puck away. Now back over to Creighton, back to Mastering. Finds Falbo. Looking to set up to Mastering. Big opportunity, and Larry Wood slams the door shut. This pass back over to Falbo. Finds Creighton. Working around Pontello. Fires the shot. Another missed opportunity. Pete Dominici continues the Grey Wolf momentum. to Creighton in the deep slot. Pontello trying to get this one knocked away. And he will find Tom Finley. Finley will flip this one high. And it gets over to a wide open Jeff Toller. And here comes the defensive breakdown again for the Grey Wolves. Jeff Toller trying to finish, knocked away. And a rebound shot by Nader is in. There we go. We just saw it twice in a row, Andy. The Grey Wolves defense does not get back. And the Red Army capitalized once again, now with 1:44 to go. It is a 2-0 Red Army lead. Can you say anything more about what's going on here?
Hey, you pretty much nailed the point, Angelo. This is what happens when you don't have a defensive unit that gets back and they do not regroup or adjust. And that leads to a 2-0 Red Army lead, and anybody can take advantage.
So now RT3 will take the face-off against Sean Ryan. And Spartacino and the Grey Wolves trying to work quickly here. Mike Jackson sets up the Spartacino, firing the shot. And it's a nice glove hand save by Larry Wood. Way to make it happen. Yeah, great heads-up save there by Larry Wood. You see now Grey Wolves are trying to take a little bit of matters into their own hands. Spartacino, for instance, trying to get at this game between a 1-goal deficit now. Face off, and then again this one intended for Roberge. Gets plowed over by John Mudra. And the big man on campus just showed Guy Roberge how it was done. Oh yeah, nice little highlight there for John Mudra. And now Mudra with the puck on the right side. Winds up for the shot, just misses to the left. Spartacino looking to set up. And he winds up for the shot, and it is saved again by Larry Wood. He is on fire today. You can definitely tell that Larry Wood trying to get some of his old self back in rhythm. You know, we don't see him falling down as much. We see him trying to set up and not necessarily falling down. So this is a good sign to see from temporary acquisition Larry Wood. Hyman and Toller on the face-off. And Toller will get this one cleared out just past Dominici. Hallett chasing after him. This one back over to Pontello. Creighton looking to get this one and finds an open Andrew Hyman. Don Coffey on the other side looking to capitalize. Back over to Coffey, knocked away within the likes of the Red Army defensive unit. And of course, again, that was just a stellar effort there. And you have to escape back as quickly as possible when something breaks down. And the Red Army just did that defensively, and they made the nice stop. Madalena will get this one cleared out in the Grey Wolf end. This one back over to Finley. Finley sets it to Pontello, fires the shot. And his shot just went way to the right. Couldn't quite set it up well. Now it's back over to Hyman, trying to get it around Pontello, and he does, but he lost control of the puck. As the opening period will now expire, as Hyman fires the shot last second, bounces off of Larry Wood, doesn't quite get the reach that they need to, and that is how we head into first intermission. 2-0 Red Army lead right now at the end of one. This should be an interesting finish heading up. Oh yeah, definitely. Right now you can tell that the Red Army, they've capitalized on 2 Grey Wolf gaps, and that's been the difference right now so far. You have to look at the Grey Wolves at the other side too. They're keeping this game pretty close. I mean, for what it really is, besides the 2 gaps that cost them the 2 goals. I mean, it's still 2-0, and they can well into get this game back under control and get this momentum shifting back in their direction. So, I mean, the Red Army has their weaknesses as well. It's just the Grey Wolves haven't been able to capitalize on it yet. So with that, at the end of one, it is the Red Army 2, Grey Wolves 0 at the moment. We will take a quick break here at first intermission. Don't go away. We'll be right back. You are watching Over 50 Hockey on the Brontello Broadcasting Network. Here we are, folks. Third and final period. Nader and Hyman on the face-off. Pontello trying to get to the puck first, but it'll be stopped by Steve Gorman. No, spinning around, and the Grey Wolves still moving on the puck here. Puck back to Rockhill. Spartacino finding Coffey, now over to Hyman. And there's been a delayed offsides call. Puck bounces to Liebler. He will regroup for the Red Army, trying to get this pass off the Hallett. But Spartacino will get to it first. Bounces from Rockhill, now back over to Spartacino. Lots of room to work with over center ice, into the Red Army zone. And he gets the pass off to Andrew Hyman. Hyman passing it back to Falbo. And the referee gets in the way. Gorman with the puck. Finds an open Angelo Pontello, working off with Dominici and Falbo. Pontello firing the shot. Herman snags it in for the save. And you can tell Lonnie Herman right now facing arguably one of his worst fears is an outside shot from Angelo Pontello. And of course, more shots opportunities he gets from Pontello. You can tell Lonnie Herman is tightening up his game, and a nice save there, and it's starting to show progress. RT3 versus Sean Ryan on that face-off. Puck now off to Mike Jackson. Looks to set up to Sean Ryan. Open room over the middle. Into the Grey Wolf zone. Sean Ryan fires the shot, and it'll be a glove hand save from Larry Wood. And now face-off will take place near the Red Army zone. Puck back in the Red Army end. Jackson looking to set up. It'll be stopped by Larry Wood once more. And of course, this is the opportunity right now for the Red Army to get back in this one, because again, Mike Falbo, Pete Dominici on the defensive side of the Grey Wolves. If you have someone on break free and give him a nice little lob pass over the middle, probably to Jeff Toller, that'll be dangerous. And there it is. Jeff Toller trying to get to the pass, trying to escape past Dominici for the puck. Dominici regroups, and that time it looked like the Grey Wolves were able to come back, so not bad opportunity. Hung now to an open Jeff Toller. Trying to feed this one and finds Finley across ice into the Grey Wolf zone. Firing the shot deflected by Spartacino. Back over to Roberge. Dominici fighting his way through, trying to get this one cleared out, and it gets past Quicko. 10 minutes remaining in the game. RT3 looking for Finley. Picked off by Creighton. And Creighton regroups with the puck, looking to find an open Spartacino. Gets to him. Trying to make a move off of D. Roberge. Creighton still alive with the puck position for the Grey Wolves until Roberge takes it away. Mashrin regroups, finds Rockhill. Red Army quickly changing their line. Creighton looking to find the pass to Mashrin. Pontello flipping it back over to Mashrin, and instead he'll give the puck up right back to the Red Army. From Liebler now to Angelo Pontello over center ice into the Grey Wolf zone. Nice move. He's got some daylight to work with. Works around Spartacino, fires the shot. Someone to finish in there, and it gets knocked away. And the Red Army with another opportunity to try to tie this game. It goes for naught. And they will have to regroup. How many times, Angelo, have we seen the Red Army have opportunities to perhaps get even to 7 goals at the moment with the way they're playing right now, and they're missing half of their opportunities, and that's only coming up with 3 goals. So they definitely need to get their act together real quick. Creighton with the puck. Immediately gets it out of Hallett's possession. Puck now back over towards Pontello. Misses him and now gets off to Liebler instead. Puck now off to Liebler. He's on the move. Makes a move around Creighton. And around Coffey as well. Into the Grey Wolf zone. Larry Liebler still with the puck. Liebler looking to set up. 2 Grey Wolf defenders on him, trying to knock the puck away from his possession. And this one gets back over to Roberge. Now looks for Madalena. Back over to Creighton. This one gets off to Liebler. Looking to set up. Sets it to Roberge. Fires the shot. Shoots it right into Dominici. This one now off to Liebler. Sets up to Madalena. Too much time, and this one gets flipped high. Now back over to Hallett. Finds Roberge. Looks to regroup. Fires the shot. Shoots it right to Dominici again. Jackson will skate all the way down to the Red Army end, held up. Looks to set up, trying to find Mudra for the finish, knocked away, and here comes Hallett. And Brad Hallett now with the puck, looks to fire it to Tom Finley, intercepted by Sean Ryan. Now off to Spartacino. And this one gets back over to Quicko, 7:08 remaining in the game. Puck flipped around high the other way, past Jeff Toller, and this one's off to Rockhill. Rockhill intercepted by Finley. Off to the left side, Tom Finley looking to set up, makes a move around Rockhill, looks to try to fire away. Jeff Toller trying to finish, but the Grey Wolf defense is back in again. Pontillo off the boards, looks to set up to Nader in the deep slot. Now back over to Sean Ryan the other way. And this one gets past Gorman, and the Red Army have to regroup again. Another great defensive stop by the Red Army. Gorman sets up to Finley. Back over to Pontillo. Finds Jeff Toller. Looking for Rick Nader, the pass just off. Hyman trying to get this one around Finley. And now it's Andrew Hyman off to the races the other way. Looks for John Coffey. Through his legs, Coffey in Red Army zone. And this one now off to Steve Gorman. Looking to set up to Creighton. Back over to Falbo. To Larry Wood. Hits his stick and he'll immediately fall on it for the save. 5:58 remaining to go. This game definitely not over yet as the Grey Wolves hang on to a 4-3 lead. And of course, we'd like to remind our viewers again, this game being brought to you by the Power Play Grill, Best Wings in Tampa. And we hope for you all to stick around for our next game doubleheader between the 1-0 teams, the Green Hornets and the Yellow Jackets. Dominici firing the shot, stopped by Larry Wood, trying to finish, can't reach it. Hyman flips it high, and another missed opportunity for the Grey Wolves to put this game away. Puck now off the other way. Dominici bobbling with the puck. He'll regain possession, and he will skate back. Looks for Creighton. Shoots it right into Liebler. Robert stops the pass. This one back over to Coffey. The rookie looking to set things up. And this one gets knocked away, and here comes Hallett. Hallett will regroup. Enters the Grey Wolf zone. And it's an offsides call. I believe it was Guy Burge got over the blue line a little too early. And that is going to stop play right there. So they will switch up the defensive pairs. Pontello and Gorman check back in. Off to Hallett. Looks to set up. Working off a Spartacino, looking to finish. The RT3 gets knocked away. Mudra for the Grey Wolves, looking to get an open pass, but instead he'll get this one dumped out. More time ticking off the clock. Wood feeds it off to Pontello. Pontello makes a move around Mudra. Now for Sean Ryan. Mastrin slips. Only the two defenders back. Makes a move around Spartacino. No, Spartacino strips it loose. Pontello looks to finish the Hallett, and there's the tie goal. A little too much focus Spartacino put on Pontello, and that completely diverted no attention towards Hallett. And Brad Hallett, with the hat trick with 4:43 to go in this game, ties it up for the Red Army. And definitely, I think Brad Hallett, for me personally, Andy, I think Brad Hallett is somewhat back in business. Oh yeah, he's making strides, but I don't think he's at 100% yet. Puck now to Finley. Jeff Quicko with the puck, working off of Mudra. Spartacino skates back for the puck, working off of Jeff Toller. Fires this one high off to Rockhill. And shoots it right to Jeff Quicko's shaft on the stick. And bad pass means John Mudra takes it the other way. Madalena stops it. Quicko now looking for Madalena. Back off to Mudra. Quicko strips it loose. But Mudra's still able to get the puck moving forward. And now off the Hyman takes the shot, and it's in. One gaff after another, and the Red Army are just killing themselves right now defensively, and the Grey Wolves put themselves back atop.
there's the face-off. Red Army once again find themselves in a hole. Mike Jackson off the boards. This one's to Roberge, trying to get to this one quickly. Putting out a Hyman, looking to finish in the deep slot. They have a chance to ice it. Dominici now off to Jackson taking the shot. Wood knocks it away. Creighton fires the shot. Knocked away on the left side, now off to Finland. And Madalena will get this one cleared out. And the Red Army changed their lineup again. Dominici looking to set this one up to Ryan. Now finds Jackson. Back to Sean Ryan. Fires the shot, shoots it right into Steve Gorman. 3 Grey Wolves trying to stop Pontel, and here it goes back over to Hallett. Hallett into the Grey Wolves zone, fires the shot, hits Herman. Now looking for the rebound attempt. Off to Steve Gorman. And the Red Army's gonna let this one go back in their zone. Off the boards now finds Pontello, misfires the shot. Back over to Rockhill. Sets up to Ryan. And Hallett trying to skate past Coffey. He does. Hallett regains possession. Looking to get this one in the Grey Wolf zone, but Rockhill strips it loose, and here comes Hyman. Losing control of the puck, and now it's back over towards Liebler. And Larry Liebler on the move. Looking to set up this one, knocked away by Spartacino, now back over to Hallett. 2:06 to go. Pucko and company now trying to move things up. Off to Don Coffey. Misses Roberge. And that was really unfortunate and a real breath taker for the Grey Wolves. Roberge gets his pass off the boards looking for Jeff Quicko, and now it's back over to Hyman, bouncing off the boards, past Coffey, back to Roberge again. 1:45 to go in the game. This one now back over to Falbo. Finds an open pass to Hyman. Makes a move around Roberge. Look out, only one player back. Hyman fires the shot, missed away from Roberge. Mudrow looking to finish. And Larry Woods there with the save. 1:25 remaining, and the Red Army are looking to try to call a timeout. And they will get one. Of course, the Red Army putting themselves in a very difficult position at this point. 1:25 to go. You need your best 6 players at this point if you're going to be looking to get to an empty net right off the start. But of course, Grey Wolves now just need to focus on defense more than anything. That's going to be the key thing with the minute 25. And if you're the Grey Wolves right now, Andy, you need your 6 players out there regardless. And I definitely believe that you have to have Spartacino and Rockhill out there regardless of how they're feeling. Oh yeah, this timeout break gives them the breadth and the opportunity they need. If you see Dominici and Falbo out there, and the Red Army have 6 men, there's a clear chance that this game could possibly be tied up. But again, you need to have your best defensemen out there ready to go. You need your best play. For the Grey Wolves, you need your best 5 out there right now to stop what could be a potential 6 men for the Red Army. So with that, we'll take a quick break for ourselves. 1:25 to go in the game. Grey Wolves with the 5-4 lead. Welcome back to the game here. 1:25 to go. Tom Finley, Andrew Hyman on the face-off. Pontello trying to move it past Jackson, fails to do so. This one off to Liebler, now back to Jackson. Looking to get this one to Liebler. Finds Jeff Toller. And he'll try to get this one passed out. Herman's going to signal for the icing call, and that is more time off the clock killed for the Red Army. And that is huge right now for this Red Army. That's huge for the Grey Wolves right now, considering they're looking to try to run this clock out. And of course, that was just a poor mistake to ice the puck right there. You have to regroup now, but that's just more time killed off the clock. Finley and Hyman. Referee getting in the way. Hallett's pass back over to Toller. Looking to put this one forward, intercepted by Creighton. Creighton looking to finish. An opportunity to try to get Pontello moving, goes for naught. And now it's Creighton and the Grey Wolves trying to move it up quickly. Creighton in the deep slot looking to finish. Red Army can't breathe. They continue to can't breathe, and now it's off to Pontello. They finally get some open room. Finds Hallett. Looking back for Pontello on the right side. Looking to fire it off quickly. Herman with the stick. And the sixth man is going to come out now for the Red Army. This one off to Mike Jackson. This one now off to Liebler. 25 seconds to go. From RT3, Hyman. Gets this one off. And the icing call is going to be made. And with 19.8 seconds to go, Red Army, this is their last chance right here to try to possibly get at something moving. But we'll see what happens for them. And of course, I mean, again, you have to hopefully look out for the best. I mean, this is what it's going to come down to right now. Red Army 6 players, the Grey Wolves 5. And there, I figured there was something happen. Grey Wolves going to be looking to get a timeout. And so the Grey Wolves will take their lone timeout here with 19.8 seconds to go. And this is huge right now. Again, Red Army are ready to go with their 6 men. This will give their 6 men to go. And with that 19.8 seconds to go, we'll take yet another timeout. Grey Wolves still with the 5-4 lead. You are watching Over 50 Hockey on the Pontello Broadcasting Network. And this is it, folks. 19.8 seconds to go. Grey Wolves looking to try to hang on for their first win. Red Army trying to capitalize to send this one into the shootout. Here we go. This one back over to Spartacino. Looking to wind up for the shot. Bouncing around. This one back over to Hyman. And this one out of the ring. 10.6 seconds to go. So D'Angelo Pontello and Andrew Hyman on the face-off. So off to Pontello, looking to set up, back around, backhander shot. Now off to Quicko. And 3 seconds to go, this one bouncing around, not in time. That's gonna do it. Grey Wolves will win this game. Game over. Real disappointing right now. And the Red Army continue to shock over 50 hockey fans around, going for loss number 2, heading to 0-2 on the season with a final score of the Grey Wolves 5, Red Army 4. This has got to be embarrassing. Yeah, squad the 2-time defending champions, and you're starting your season off 0-2. It's really disappointing. But there's always the next game against the Green Hornets. You know, you can perhaps, play upset now that you're getting upset all these times. Grey Wolves improved to 1-1. And we'll play the Yellow Jackets January 4th. And of course, we'd like to remind our viewers watching this game to have a happy holidays. And that, no correction, the next game is, for both of these squads, is December 21st. Although those games will be blacked out on PBN, we will not be broadcasting those games. So from PBN, we'd like to wish all of our viewers a happy holidays and a happy New Year's. And of course, we will see you all back here in 2015, ready to go for some more hockey being played. Next games will be the Red Army Yellow Jackets, Grey Wolves taking on the Green Hornets for match number 2. But for Andy Townsend, I am Angelo Pontello bidding you so long, good night, and hopefully everybody has a blessed evening. Take care, everybody.